Hi, this is Linda from EcoWeb Solutions. Today we're going to have a more in-depth tutorial on how to use the Pinterest Easy Title templates. So the first thing I want to talk about is where do I find the images? So where do you find the images for your photos that you want to use? You have various places where you can find images. If you do not have your own images, you can buy something called stock photos. You can just do a Google search for stock photos. But here are a few links to a few places that I want to show you. You have Fotolia, iStock Photo, Shutterstock, Stock Exchange, 123rf.com, Dreams Time, Big Stock, and Deposit Photos. There are several other places where you can get images from. These are just a few to show you. So how do you use these images? Well, basically what you do is that you deposit money into the photography, the place that sells these images, and then you can go and you can get your images for $1 or $2, $3, depending on the image. Some images are more expensive than others. It just depends. You can also do a search on Google for public domain photos, stock photos, free photos. You can also go to Flickr and use those images. But you always need to make sure that you are reading the terms of service so that you are using the images appropriately and that you won't get any problems later on. Okay. So let's move on to how to use the title templates. So using the title templates is quite easy. It's supposed to be easy. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to use an editor, a photo editor. Now, if you do not have Photoshop, then there are several other things that you can use. You can use GIMP, which is a free program. You can use Pixlr, PicMonkey. You can obviously use Photoshop Elements, and other programs as well. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm using Pixlr, which is a free program online. Yes, you do need to be connected to the internet, but it's really simple, and I've used it because it's just easy and it reminds me of Photoshop, but it's easy to use. Okay, so you go to pixlr.com. Okay, as you can see, they still a little bit different, but it's pixlr.com. Okay, now they have Open Photo Editor or Retro Vintage Effects. We're going to click on Open Photo Editor, and then you will see this. Create a new image, open an image. Now, we're going to open an image from our computer. So, here's my computer, and this is my desktop. I have a few images here already that I want to use. So this is a stock photo. I'm going to use this one. Just click OK. Here's the image. Nice image. Reminds me that I want a vacation. On the left-hand side, you have some tools. There are various tools that you can use, but you do not need to focus on most of them right now. The only thing you need to know about right now is this tool, the Move tool and the Text tool. Okay. On the right-hand side, you have the navigator, layers, and history. You need to focus on layers. So that's 3 things for you: the Move tool, the Text tool, and layers. So let's add some text to this. Let's add a title to this. 3 places you need to go. 3 places you need to go. I can choose what font I'd like to use. As you can see, it changes as I go through the list. These are just standard fonts that comes with the program, and just like most programs. So, but we're gonna stick with Redona. We can also change the size. Maybe we want a big or a small one. We're gonna keep it like that. We want it bold, italic, or bold italic. We want it bold. Do we want to change the color? Not really, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you that you can. So basically, you can just change the color as you like. We're going to stick with black, so I'm going to select that. Had I wanted to use another color, and that I knew the color, the code for the color, the hex code, then I could add that in here. Now black is real simple, it's just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So let's click OK. OK. Select the layer. Here's the layer. OK. Now we're going to move it. Yeah, maybe I want it in the middle, but I want it to be here on this side. So now we're going to open the Pinterest Easy Title Templates. So we're going to go to File, Open Image. Okay, I'm going to select my folder with the templates. And here we have several templates. Okay. I'm going to choose ribbons for this. As you can see, there are various colors that you can use. We're going to select the orange one because it stands out. Now, automatically this image will be selected. And as you can see, the layers change because it's a new image. If I click on this one, then it will be the other one. Well, let's get this one back here. Okay. Select that one. Now, to be able to move this to this image, you need to go to the layer selected and left click. So you click left on your mouse and you drag it over here. There it is. But it's too small. What do we do? So to make it larger, you need to press Control, Alt, and T on your computer. This is obviously for a standard PC, but if you have a Mac, you need to use another command. Now, we can make it bigger, but the proportions doesn't stay. So I'm going to hit Control Z, and it will go back. No, it won't. Do you want to apply the changes? No, I don't. So okay, there it is. Okay. So Control Alt T. Now you're going to select the Shift key. This Shift key will help you to remain the proportions. Move it up a little bit and drag it out. Yes, for this one, for the ribbons, it does change the ribbon a little bit, but depending on the image, it won't, but for this one it will. Let's just do it like that. Ooh. Okay. Let's have it like this. That'll be okay. Now we're gonna just hit enter, and that's it. Okay, so now as you can see, the image is above the text. So what you need to do is either you need to drag this layer at the top. Now, there you go. 3 places you need to go. Wow, that looks good. Okay, but I want to add something else. I want to add the title for my blog, or I want to add something else. Maybe I need to write something like 3 tips you can't miss. 3 tips you can't miss. You can't miss, that sounds like. 3 tips you should know about. You should know about. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, select the layer. That's it. Okay, move it. 3 tips you should know about. Now again, we need a background for this so that it stands out and it's easy to read. Open image. Here we have, I'm not going to use a ribbon for this one. I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use one of these. Now we have berries here. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you. Here we have various ones. Let's drag this one over. As you can see, it's still gray, but it's half transparent. I don't want that one. I didn't like that, so I'm just going to hit this little bin here, and then it will be deleted. I'm going to open another one. I want this one. This one is also half transparent. This one isn't. So I'm going to select that one. And then I'm just going to move it here. Now again, this one is too small. So Control Alt T, drag, hold the Shift key, drag it out. Yeah, it becomes larger, but that's okay. These are, hit Enter. Now drag it down. The layers, meaning the title templates, they are of high resolution, so you shouldn't have any problems resizing them. Okay, once again, Control Alt T, hold the Shift key a little bit, hit Enter. That's it. So now here we have it. 3 places you need to go and 3 tips you should know about before traveling, it should say, really. But you get the idea of this. Okay, now maybe we think that this image is too big. So what we can do is we can start by saving the image. Let's just start by saving the image. Okay, we're going to write test 2 here. We can choose which one we want. Here, PNG, BIMP, TIFF, PXD, JPEG. I'm just going to select JPEG for now. Okay. I'm going to save it on my desktop. And there it is. Now I can open the image that I just did. There it is. But I think it's too big. I think the image is too big. So I'm going to go to Image, in Image Size. Constraint proportions should be clicked. Yes. Here you can either drag or you can write what you want. I know, but I want it by 600. Okay. And there it is. It's smaller. Now I can just save it again if I want to. And it will ask me if I want to replace it. Yes, I do. Okay, there it is. Why did I not replace the image? Why didn't I change the size of the image that I was working on? Because this image, it got the layers. That means that if I wanted everything to be smaller, I would need to go in and just change everything individually again. So it was just easier for me to open the finished image after I've saved it and just make it smaller. Okay. Okay. Now I really do hope that this has helped you, and if you have any questions, then I'll be happy to help you. Have a look around here. It's easy to use. You have everything just like you would in, say, like Photoshop. You have different things here that you can use, and there are so many things here that you can do. Okay, you can also choose your language, which is really cool. So every time I open this up, the Pixlr program, it feels, well, it senses that I have Swedish on my computer. So it automatically goes into Swedish. That was why I'd already opened it up and choose English. So otherwise, if you, for example, if you speak Finnish or Romanian, Hebrew, whatever, then your computer will sense that and it will choose the language for you automatically, and then you can just go up here and change it. There's also some help section, help, back, etc. that you can have a look at. These tools here on the side, they can be fun to play around with, so do try that. Now, that's it. I hope that you have fun with your new title templates.